Some members of President Trump's own party have expressed concerns about his handling of Vladimir Putin. Emphasis on some. It includes Republican Senator Thom Tillis of North Carolina, who spoke exclusively to Major Garrett for a new episode of The Takeout. And Major joins us now from Washington. Major, good morning.
Good morning, Tony. Senator Tillis announced earlier this year he's not going to seek re-election last year, but he has continued to speak his mind and a pattern of breaking with the White House when he believes there is a significant issue before the Senate. We sat down Tuesday for lunch in Cornelius, North Carolina, called a sort of OG takeout style, and talked about President Trump's summit last week with Vladimir Putin. Tillis had some very strong words about Putin and his idea about what comes next.
I would not even want to be in the same state as Vladimir Putin. That's how much of a thug and a murderer I think he is. But, you know, the president's got to deal with unseemly people. So I'm going to give the president some leeway as long as we don't all of a sudden become so arrogant as to think that we should dictate the terms of peace for a sovereign nation.
So when the president pushes for peace and talks about land swaps, how do you internalize that?
I think I can only accept that if the Ukrainian people are behind an agreement that the current president, Vladimir Zelensky, agrees to. If he doesn't, then we've got to defer to them. Putin's provocation is the fear that a former Soviet satellite could become a thriving Western democracy. And that will be the beginning of the end of his failed communist totalitarian experience. And giving him even a modicum of a win gives life to his belief that this world should be under totalitarian rule.
A while ago, President Trump on social media wrote that he was wondering if Putin was tapping him along, meaning stringing this out. Is he?
How can anybody objectively look at what's happening now and conclude otherwise? He is tapping us along. And I hope that people just stand up and recognize he's a liar, he's a thug, he's a murderer, he's a rapist, he needs to go.
Major there, OG takeout style, Thom Tillis eating while delivering some big lines there as well. This is a big test moment going back to President Trump and Vladimir Putin. He's built up this image as a deal maker. How big of a test is it?
It's an enormous test for the president, the biggest of his presidency on the foreign policy field. And Senator Tillis said something that I think should be considered by the White House. The Senate is ready to pass sanctions against Russia right now. 87 votes, bipartisan. Senator Tillis said, put that on the floor, pass it in the Senate, send it to the House, and give the president leverage to show Vladimir Putin, I'm one vote away in the House from implying those sanctions to you. And if you don't do what I want you to do, meaning meet Zelensky, put together a peace deal, those sanctions are coming. Tillis said the White House should embrace that point of leverage and that pressure point that's ready and willing and able to be put in motion. The White House still isn't prepared to do that, at least not yet.
All right, Major, thank you very much. And folks at home, you can see more of Major's interview with Senator Tillis, along with other fantastic conversations and analysis on The Takeout, weekdays, 5 p.m. Eastern on CBS News 24/7.
It did seem like a good conversation, but I was trying to figure out, what are they eating?
I had the same question.
Everybody was like,
maybe when you watch the whole thing, you'll get to see what that is.
know.
I was curious.